Hello again, boys and girls. It's Mr. Bedley with 4th grade Excel lesson number 14. Today we're going to be talking about the equal sign and not equal sign, and then missing numbers in algebraic equations. This first part is, well, the whole thing is a little tricky today. I sure hope you're paying attention. Should not be too hard, though, if you're paying attention. So here we go. It says the equal symbol right there means is equal to. I want you to understand that what you learned, maybe what you understood earlier in your life in mathematics, might not be true. Think of the equal sign as being like a little balance. So you've got this object right here, this triangle, this like a block. And if you put something on this side of the equal sign and something on this side of the equal sign, they have to like weigh the same. They have to be worth the same amount. Otherwise, the whole balance is going to tip in one direction. So equal does not mean the answer is. Equal means it's the same on both sides. So this side, the left side, is equal to what's on the right side. That is a new idea for some kids as they get into this level of math. Back to the box, the not equal symbol, which looks like this, it's an equal sign with a slash through it, kind of like Ghostbusters, right? Means is not equal to. Okay, let's take a look at some examples here. 4 is equal to 4. Is that true? Yes, that's true. Everybody put a T right there on your paper to show that you're paying attention. 6 is not equal to 3. Is that true? Should it be equals? Right here, should we put an equal sign? 6 equals 3? No. So not equal is the correct symbol in there. Put a T right there, meaning that that's true, that 6 is not equal to 3. Equation is the term used for a number sentence with an equal symbol. This is an equation, this whole thing is an equation, because you have an equal sign right there. Anything with an equal symbol is an equation. If you are having trouble with the not equal symbol, put your finger over the symbol and then decide which symbol, the equal or not equal, is correct. If the correct symbol is there, this sentence is true. Otherwise, it is not true. This can be a little tricky. For a statement with an equal symbol in it to be true, what is on the right side must equal what is on the left side. For each of these statements, circle the ones that are true and put an X on the ones that are not true. I'm going to change the directions on this. I don't like those directions because when you go to do your daily math, you're not going to be circling and Xing. You're going to be writing T for true and NT for not true, or false. It's the same idea. But I want you to write either T or NT. Let's do the first one together. First of all, how do you show your work? Anytime you see a calculation on a page, show what that calculation is equal to. 4 plus 5 is 9, so put a little 9 right there. 2 plus 7 is also equal to 9, so put a 9 there. So the left side of this equation is 9, and the right side is also 9. Is this the correct symbol to put in here? Should it be 9 equals 9? And as they just mentioned, if you cover that up with your finger, so cover up that little equal sign, what would you put in there? Equal or not equal? And then lift it up and see if it's the right symbol. Oh, it's the right symbol. Equal to is right. So I want everybody to write a T right down there for true. All right, number 2 you're going to do on your own, but let me give you some directions first. You are going to put a number here. You're going to put a number here for what both sides are. And then you're going to put T or NT right there based on, is this the correct symbol that goes in there? Okay, here we go. Pause the video and try it on your own. So you should have already done this. 8 minus 3. You should put a 5 right there because 8 minus 3 is 5. This side over here, 2 plus 2 is 4. Cover up that equal sign to see if this makes sense. 5 and 4. Would we put equal or not equal between a 5 and a 4? Well, the correct answer should be not equal, which looks like this. You could even write it up here. 5 is not equal to 4, so that symbol of equal is not the right symbol, or not true. This is not a true equation. Okay, let's go to number 3. Pause the video. Try number 3 on your own. Actually, do 3 and 4. on your own, and then turn it back on when you're ready for the solutions. Okay, 3 plus 6, you should have written a 9 right here. 9 minus 0, you should have put a 9 here. 9 is equal to 9. Is that what I would write between those? Does that work? Yes, it does. So that equal sign is correct, and you should write a T down there for true. If you missed that one, you might want to pause the video and take a look at what you did on number 4 before you have me talk about it. 8 minus 2, don't forget you have to show your work on here. I want to see this written above. I want to see these numbers written above the math problems. 8 minus 2 now is 6. 3 plus 4 is 7. 6 and 7. Well, what would I put between those? Those are not equal to each other. So is that symbol correct? No, it's not. Should be not equal, and so you're going to put not true. All right, moving right along to number 5, and here's the directions for 5. For each of these problems, replace the letter or the blank space with a number that will make the equation true. All right, so here's how we're going to do these. These can really fake some kids out because they think that the equal sign means the answer is, and they just look at what, where that blank is, and they just automatically pop a number in there. Take a look at the first one, number 5. 3 plus 7, notice that they wrote a 10 up here because that's what 3 plus 7 is. I see a lot of kids that will write a 10 right here. That's wrong. They look at the 3 plus 7 and they see an equal sign and they go, oh, the answer's 10. Well, no, because the right side, the whole thing has to be equal to 10. If you put a 10 in place of that 8 right there, you're going to get 12 on this side. 10 plus 2 equals 12, not 10. Both sides have to come out equal. So if this side is 10, then this side has to be 10. You've already got a 2 over there. What number do you add to 2 to make 10? And the answer is 8. And notice that they rewrote the equation down here as a simpler equation. That's what I want you doing as well. So you're going to write 10 equals blank plus 2 when you do that, and then fill that in with the number that belongs there. Okay, let's try number 12 together. Well, it's already done for you, so that's a no-brainer. Okay, 12 minus n equals 3 plus 4. And n just simply means missing number. It just is like having a blank. 3 plus 4 is 7, so this whole side over here is 7. That means that this side over here has to be 7. What number can I put in for n to make this side equal to 7? Don't put a 7 there, because 12 minus some number has to be 7. And if you subtract 5 from 7, then 5 would take the place of n. n equals 5 is your answer right there. All right, let's do number 7. These can get pretty tricky. I want you to go ahead and try to get ahead of me. If you can pause the video. If you just can't handle it, then you can do it with me. But 6 plus 5, you should write an 11 right here. And then below here, you're going to rewrite this. This whole part is 11 equals blank plus 8. That's really what this is saying. It's saying that 11 is equal to some number plus 8. Now, you do not put an 11 in that blank. You're going to put some number that adds to 8 to make 11. And that number would be 3, because 3 plus 8 is equal to 11. All right. Pause the video, try number 8, and then turn it back on. 14 minus r is equal to 2 plus 4. 2 plus 4 is 6. So I'm going to rewrite this as 14 minus, I'm going to change the r to a blank, equals 6. What number would go in there? The answer is not 20. Some kids are tempted to write a 20 right there because they're thinking 14 and 20 make 6. Well, 14 take away some number is equal to 6. The number you take away from 14 to make 6 is 8. And if you're stuck on that, you could draw 14 lines. I'll do it up here. Let's just say, is that 14? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, and then you have to take some number away to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These 6 have to be what's left. So these are the numbers you're getting rid of. And if you count those lines, you're getting rid of 8 to make 6. All right, pause the video, try 9 and 10, and then turn it back on. So for number 9, 9 plus 3 is equal to 12. Down here you should have written blank plus 7 equals 12. I made it a little bit simpler. I just changed this into a 12 and rewrote the equation. What number would go in that blank? Well, 5 plus 7 is equal to 12, so that's the answer, 5. The next one, 5 plus 5 is 10, so we're going to replace the 5 plus 5 with a 10, and we're going to replace the t with a blank, plus 4 equals 10. What number added to 4 makes 10? The answer to that is 6. All right, I've written a couple more problems to talk about this with you, and these are tricky for some kids, so I wanted to go over a couple extras. 3 plus w equals 7 plus 2. Think of this as a blank right here. And again, what you're going to do is 7 plus 2, that's equal to 9. So I'm going to rewrite this as a new equation. 3, notice I'm copying exactly, plus, just copying, w, which is a missing number, equals, that comes straight down. And instead of writing 7 plus 2, I'm going to make this easier by writing a 9 there. 3 plus blank equals 9. What number goes in the blank? 6, because 3 plus 6 is 9. The next one, I have 7 and 6, which makes 13. And then I'm going to rewrite this equation. M is a missing number, plus 5, copying straight down on all this, right? Equals 13 instead of 7 plus 6. So what number plus 5 is equal to 13? And 8 plus 5 is 13. So the answer to that one would be 8. All right, what I'd like you to do now is go ahead and solve the basic fact practice problems down here at the bottom. Do them as fast as you can, as right as you can, and then turn the video back on when you have all the answers written down. You should pause it right now. All right, so you should already have answered all these addition and multiplication problems, and then here are the answers. Don't look at this until you have the answers. There they are. Pause the video, check your own work, and then you can turn it on after you've checked it. All right, so some reminders for you. Make sure you add up all those check answers, that they actually come out. If you don't understand something, work at it. If you still can't get it, ask somebody for help. Don't forget the labels on all your word problems. Don't forget to show your work on your word problems. Don't forget cent signs all by themselves with cents. Never put a decimal point with a cent sign. Put $sign on all your money problems, or a cent sign. If it's just like 10 cents or something like that, you can put a cent sign, but it's got to be by itself. Does not go with a decimal point. All right, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next episode.